Welcome back. The Kangen Twins are back. Yeah. Welcome back.
Okay. Anyway, welcome back to the Kangen Twins' latest recording of what?
How to make approaches to people who are outside of your warm market.
Outside of your warm market.
That's what I just said.
Right. So let's define warm market. Uncles and aunts,
Mothers and fathers,
brothers and sisters,
nieces and nephews,
grandparents,
great grandparents.
a lot of friends that wish you weren't involved in anything else.
Okay, that about covers everything else.
That covers it all, right?
Yeah, doctors.
Is a doctor necessarily a warm market?
Depends on how much money you give him every year.
Well, that's true. I mean, if you know him by his first name and he knows you by your first name, initial, and last name, you know he knows you.
Yeah, so he makes it your hot market.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, out of the hot market, out of the box, going into the unfamiliar twilight zone.
The cold market.
The cold market. Okay. Boy.
Well, I'm going to tell you one of mine.
Don't you feel like you want to wear a jacket now? You know, we're talking about the cold market.
Well, that's true. Shall we go step out and get one? A jacket?
No, let's not, and just let them put on a jacket. All right.
Okay.
So, guys, you need to get comforted and realize that the cold market really isn't out there.
That's right, because you never know that next person you talk to could be your very next best friend.
That's right. Or in our case, it could be your number one distributor that's helping you go 2 and up.
Okay, sounds
Right.
good. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
I have an example.
right. You had a really good story.
Yeah. Okay. So, and it's still a good story.
That's true.
All right. So I'm going to do this real quickly
All right.
because we're limited on time.
Okay.
And Mark. Okay. So I was in Japan at a train station, and I'm stopping by to get a little bit of gyoza, which is known as pot stickers.
Oh, okay.
But because they don't stick on pots, I don't know why they call them pot stickers.
Again, I think it's because that's the way Americans make them. Is why they stick on the pot.
Okay. Anyway, I was there with my 2 nephews, and it's a really tiny place. It's probably no wider than this table, maybe a little bit wider.
A little bit. Okay.
Right, okay. So I'm with my nephews. I'm facing the wall over there, and there's this one foreigner who's facing the counter. Okay, inside. There's seats by the wall, and he's reading one of Robert Kiyosaki's books.
I know. I don't know Robert personally, but I do know the book.
Okay, so Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Right. Rich Dad Poor Dad.
That's right. And so I thought, oh, maybe this is someone who's on the same wavelength as I am. So I asked him, talked to him. First, I asked him a really stupid question.
Okay.
Are you Japanese?
Wait. You said he was a foreigner.
I know, and he still is. And he said, are you stupid? I'm not Japanese, I'm Italian.
You know what? Almost the same thing.
What? That I'm stupid or that he's Italian?
No, that you could. I could see how you can mistake an Italian for a Japanese.
Oh,
And then he was right about you being stupid asking that question.
okay. I would go with that.
Right? All right, moving on.
Okay. So we started talking about what his plan A was.
Okay.
And I asked him why he wasn't pursuing his plan A. And he
Right.
said, well, lack of funds, money.
Oh, okay. Not that he wasn't having fun. He just didn't have fun.
Funds.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Right.
And so then I said, well, what about a plan B?
Okay.
He
Yeah.
said, I don't have a plan B. I
Perfect.
said, well, I'll give you a plan B.
Hey, now that's a good line for people to use, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Asking if the person they're talking with has a plan B.
Yep.
Write notes, folks.
Okay. So then when I told him about a possibility of plan B,
Right?
he was intrigued and he did his due diligence
Right.
and he studied it.
I like it.
Okay. And then he told me to set him up with a meeting. He called me back up.
Okay. All right. So he actually was open to your suggestion of his plan B.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you've known him for how long now?
Almost 15 plus years.
15 plus.
And it became one of my top distributors.
And he, wow. You know, that's about as long as I've been in the Enagic business.
Isn't that crazy?
That's, yeah, it's Enagic, not Enagic. Or King. It's not Cajun, it's Kangen. Okay. So,
yeah, they must be from Louisiana if they think it's Cajun water.
right. Yeah, you know what? I do know of the Cajun event coming up September.
Oh,
Right? Not because of Cajun water, because of Kangen water.
right.
Right? Okay. So that's good, Danny. So you talked to someone,
Uh-huh.
they had a common point,
Yeah,
right? You
Right.
both have read Robert Kiyosaki's book,
absolutely.
right?
Yep,
And then you asked him about Plan B.
yep.
Okay, well, I don't have a similar story, but I do have an anecdotal one that I could share.
Can I just put this out there?
You want to put a commercial out there?
Yeah. okay.
Sure.
All right. So here's the commercial on the event in, I want to make sure you guys can see it. There you go. The event in Louisiana called Cajun Style, Louisiana's Kangen Cajun Conference, September 17th to 18th, 2021. And it says, I'll be a speaker. Join me. Okay. There you go.
Okay. I'm glad you've just finished selling yourself.
Okay. Yeah. No
All right, so moving on. All right, so I'm in the middle of refinancing my house.
You mean the house that's over there?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The house that's over there.
Right. The one that's over there.
Yeah, you live in the house that way. That
way.
Right.
Okay.
I live in the house that way.
Well, who lives over there?
Someone who has a swimming pool. I was watching them jumping in the pool earlier. Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
All right.
Because I know we weren't invited.
No, we definitely was not, and we wouldn't have been able to go because we're recording this.
Oh, okay.
All right, so moving on. So I'm refinancing my house,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mhm.
And I find out the loan officer I'm talking to, right, is a sportsman.
Oh, cool.
Not just a sportsman. This guy was a true bona fide basketball player.
Really?
He didn't quite make it to the NBA, but he played a couple of years in the Asian and European League.
Oh, so he's an athlete.
Oh yeah, this guy is in great shape. Knows what it's like to be healthy or needs to stay healthy.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're talking about water, and he knows about alkaline ionized water.
Cool.
Okay, matter of fact, he's got friends in Japan.
Oh.
One of his best basketball buddies owns his own basketball team in Japan.
Oh, wow.
I said, this is great.
Mhm.
Okay, but this guy drinks alkaline water from the bottle. And then I had to educate him and teach him that drinking alkaline water from the bottle is drinking chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he tells me one of his best water he likes to drink is smart water.
That's not smart.
No, that's pretty dumb.
It's pretty dumb. I hope he's not watching.
I hope he is. And I told him yesterday anyway
Okay.
that drinking smart water was dumb.
Okay.
All right. But he's big. I better be careful with what I say.
Absolutely. Is he bigger than Reggie Powell?
No, not quite, but he's still big enough.
Wow. Okay, that's big.
Yeah, he's big.
And Reggie Powell, he's a 6'8", what, 9'3"?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's big.
That is big. Okay.
Maybe he could be like Reggie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Okay.
so I'm talking to this guy.
Mhm.
He's selling his house,
Okay.
moving into a new place,
Okay.
going to be staying in a hotel for a month.
Okay.
I told him I'm going to hook him up with a trial unit,
Oh, cool.
and he's excited.
Wow.
Matter of fact, he even took information to read up on it. And he's kind of interested in the referral program.
Wow.
You know the referral program.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. Yeah.
So we didn't really talk business. We just talked about the importance of good water and health, and he wants to share this water with his sibling and his kids. And he wants to get rid of all that bottled junk that they bring into the house, and so he's excited.
Okay, so this just should tell everyone out there that's watching this that they don't have to know the person they're talking to.
Absolutely not.
They just have to find common ground.
common ground,
Common ground.
right?
And it could even be like the weather.
Absolutely. Or like I said, go to the supermarket
Or
convenience
bank.
store or the bank And talk to people about what?
Themselves.
Yes, right. Talk to people about themselves, see what they're interested in, find a common point, build a relationship, and then share the water.
Can you ever have enough friends, Arthur?
Never. I don't have many anyway, but that's besides the point.
I'm your friend.
Okay, that's besides the point. Moving on.
Okay, but do you know that in everyone's life, every 5 years, their actual circle of people change?
No, I didn't know that.
That's right. So the friend you have today may not be your friend you have in 5 years. Not that you won't maintain your friendship.
Right, right.
It's just that you'll grow in different paths.
Okay, all right.
That makes sense?
Sure does. So if you're in this business for the long haul,
Right, you'll make a lot of friends.
a lot of friends.
A lot of friends.
Wow. And the whole connection would be through the water.
Or whatever it was in the beginning. It could have been health,
Right,
wealth.
right.
It could have been friendship.
True, true, true.
Okay.
But you know what? I will have to admit, through this business, I've made a lot of friends. And I've made friends which, for the first few years, we do a lot together. And, you know, we don't spend that much time now, but we're still friends. We still stay in touch. And now I make new friends.
Yeah, and I'm still your friend.
All right, moving on. Okay.
You said that before.
Right. Okay. But I'm stuck with you. I mean, I'm you know.
Our point being
Yes.
is that you don't need to be successful and just stay in your warm market.
True.
Okay. As a matter of fact, sometimes you're better off going to your cold market or the market that doesn't even exist, but it's there.
Right.
Because out of 300 million people in the United States,
Right.
even if 1% of them have your same interest,
Right.
that's 3 million people.
Wow. Just 1%.
1%.
So 1/10 of 1% would be 300,000.
300,000.
How long would it take for you to talk to 300,000?
So what if we did 1/100th of 1/10 of 1%? No, 100th of 1%. 3,000.
That's still, you know, there's high schools not even that big.
And do you even need 3,000 people to become a 6A?
Oh, no way. I mean, to be real successful in this business, if you had
300.
Man, if you had 300, you would have a good business.
So we're talking about like
1/10 of 1/10 of 1%.
yeah,
Something like that.
1,000th of a percent
Right, yeah.
of the population. Yeah, it's that big,
That big,
that big,
that big.
and the odds of them finding that person is pretty big, huge.
Huge. Okay.
You can find those people.
You
They're
know,
out there.
folks, you can walk blindfolded.
And bump into someone
That's right.
because everyone drinks water.
And you can take that to the bank.
That's right. All 300 million people in the United States drink water.
Right. And a lot of them drink bad water. So it's up to you.
That's right. So Mr. Oshido wants you to get out and make the approach.
So, folks, we want you to have a fantastic 9.5 day. We hope and we know that now's the time for you to get out of your comfort zone and go out there and make what?
Lots of friends.
A lot of friends.
A lot of friends.
Yeah. So, we'll see you later.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.